This week on Lind on Learning, I'm answering the final question in my series from Ian Jentgen. This week, his question was, what's your perspective on what's worth building versus better sourced from a vendor partner? My answer to this one varies a lot depending on what exactly we're talking about building versus buying. However, to keep it simple, let's stay focused on developing content. Rather than give a universal statement, let me walk you through my decision-making process. Think of this almost as my personal decision tree for deciding when to build versus buy content development services. The first branch is, what type of subject matter content are we talking about? Is this truly something so unique to the organization that it's not out there on the marketplace somewhere, like, say, content about a proprietary product? If the answer is no, which it often is, I'm very skeptical about whether there's any real value in building anything at all, whether we do it internal or go external. Even if it is something unique, I always push to deconstruct it further, so we're only building what we absolutely can't lift from somewhere else. My objective is to find the least expensive and least resource-intensive way to curate or buy existing content without sacrificing quality, so I can prioritize a majority of my resources on experience, measurement, and sustainability. If it is a situation where the need truly justifies building content and we've broken down exactly what we need to build, the next decision is based on the scope, size, speed, and ongoing need of the build. If it's a one-off small project and we have the capability to absorb it, I'll always opt to build it internally. If it's a one-off but of significant magnitude, I'll look to source it out because I'm not going to put that degree of stress on my teams, and the time and cost to add additional headcount isn't worth the headache. Now, if it's going to result in anything that's going to increase the ongoing load of the team, I'll be evaluating how we start expanding the internal team. Personally, my preference is to always have enough people on board so we can manage all that needs to be continually managed with just enough resources to be able to quickly flex and support the occasional curveball. However, there's still some decisions that need to be made in those situations, since building out additional team members is no small task. If it's a smaller ask with long-term demand implications, I prefer we just rally together internally and weather the storm while we beef up our internal resources. If it's too big, I do opt to bring in some external support to get us through the storm. However, I'm simultaneously working towards building up our internal capability, since it's much more cost-effective and sustainable to build internally over the long haul. I think that covers it. I hope that answers your question, Ian, and feel free to ask any clarifying questions or additional questions in the comments. Thanks everyone for watching.